What's up, guys? It's Bianca from BiancaRoberts.com, back again with a brand new video. And the subject of today's video is how to post less often on social media. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Now, before I get too deep into this video, I want to let you know that by popular demand, I have created a coaching program. I have a 90-day coaching program that I just started, and I am enrolling new coaching clients. If you want more information about my coaching program, go to BiancaRoberts.com/coaching. So let's get into it. How can you possibly post less often on social media and still bring in daily, weekly, and monthly leads? So I was talking to a lady who basically was interviewing me to discuss potential coaching. And she told me that they say, again, if you watch my last video, I tell you that you can't listen to everybody. But she told me that they say that you need to post daily on social media. And so right now in her business, it's been very slow. So she told me that she was paying someone to post on social media for her. And because her business has slowed down, she had to basically cut that from her budget. So I went to review her information like I do for every single person who's a real estate agent that reaches out to me. I will go and look at their information on social media. And what she has available on social media is what 98% of real estate agents have available. That is nothing. And I realized the reason that she is paying somebody or had been paying someone to post on her social media daily is because she does not have any type of process in place to get leads. So for example, I have shared this on my channel before. I have gone several weeks in between posting and I still get daily leads. So let me describe to you what that looks like. So for example, I have the bulk of my apartment locating clients come from TikTok. So I have a calendar on my social media. So that means that if someone comes across my content, they have a menu of items or options that they can take action on. One of those things is going to click on my calendar. If you click on my calendar and you need an apartment, it specifically says this is for people who need to move within 60 days. I've told this story before, but originally when I started my apartment locating business, I announced it on TikTok. From there, my business basically exploded. And because it exploded and I was talking to 55 people a week, I decided that I needed to quickly adopt a calendar system. So I put the calendar system on my bio, and from there I have never removed it. The only addition I made to the calendar was adding a $25 consultation fee. Now that is well and good. That is for people who are like, I need to move quickly within less than 90 days. That basically was by design. I wanted folks to know that, hey, if you need to move right now, go ahead and click my calendar and schedule. Now, I have the luxury of doing that because apartment locating is not like buying or selling. Typically with apartments or people needing to move into apartments, they're not really necessarily shopping for a really long time or comparing all these different real estate agents. As a matter of fact, when I first went viral, there were a lot of people that were surprised that someone could help them move into an apartment. They didn't even know this niche existed. So there's a lot of real estate agents who have adopted a calendar system. I'm not going to say that I'm the one that's responsible for it, but prior to June 2021, I didn't see any real estate agent who had a calendar available for people to book consultations. I truly believe that I'm one of the first, if not the first person, to make that as an option in this real estate world. And the reason is because in 2020, when the pandemic happened, all my business disappeared. So when I created my calendar system, I was looking at it logically. I said, okay, I don't want to physically go and meet with people, but obviously this niche of apartment locating is fire. Meaning a hell of a lot of people were like, I didn't know somebody could help me move into an apartment. I need to talk to you now. I had people from all over the country saying, can you help me? Can you help me? And I basically had to backtrack and go ahead and change out my social media profiles to tell people that I was only licensed in Texas. To put the calendar in place was basically so that I could save my sanity. What I find with real estate agents is they're only focused on the right now. So what do I mean by that? That is exactly the way that I started. I was only focused on the right now because I was talking to 55 people a week. As a matter of fact, at the time of this recording, I am so bombarded with clients. I have to get a virtual assistant. I just got through interviewing 3 people so that they can go back and follow up with all my past leads that I've talked to. The reason that I'm sharing this with you is because I feel as though if real estate agents actually knew what to post, how to post, and when to post, then they could spend less time posting on social media. And when I say nothing, typically what real estate agents will do is they'll put up a little phone icon and they'll put their telephone number and their Gmail address all over social media. If you have a real estate need, go ahead and reach out to me or go ahead and call me. The reason that this does not work, especially with real estate that is not quick, like apartment locating, is that people typically are not going to make a decision like buying or selling immediately. So the whole process breaks down. So they're coming to your information, they're clicking and they see this pretty house that you post, just listed, or just got this client approved for a mortgage. All of that is well and good. Nobody's saying not to post that. But the whole process breaks down, and the reason why you feel like you have to post every day is because you don't have a system for capturing leads. So I'll give you an example. Someone comes across your content, they see your little phone icon and your telephone number, and you are expecting them to either call or text you or email you at your Gmail. Now, to put this into perspective, and the reason why this typically does not work is because most people are not going to want to call you or send you an email saying, I saw your information on social media. Now, that has happened for me, but it's happened for me because I've gone viral several times on social media. Most of the real estate agents that I come across have not gone viral. They won't even post a video about their business. So the first hurdle that you have to get over is posting these static glamour shot photos of you smiling with your phone number and expecting someone to take an action on that. So that's the number one thing that I think is the disconnect with real estate agents. Not only are you posting something that someone will not take an action on, if you are a traditional real estate agent, what is the likelihood that someone is going to see a picture of a, $450,000 house that you post one day? It's going to be within their budget. They're going to be mortgage approved, and they're going to say, I'm going to go ahead and call that number that she posted in her bio. Or I'm going to go ahead and email her at that Gmail address that she posted in her bio. That is not how online or internet marketing works. And to put this even more into perspective, I am in a niche that people really do see my information and they book. So for example, I'll have 3 to 5 people a week that will book an appointment with me because they need to move into an apartment in less than 60 days. They pay my consultation fee because boom, they're ready to go. But typically with a traditional transaction like buying or listing a home, those type of clients will research for months, weeks, sometimes years before they choose a real estate agent. And so when they come across your content, the whole process just halts because you don't have anything available for them to declare that they'd like to be a future lead. So what do I mean by being a future lead? You could offer a free home buyers seminar or video training. You could offer a PDF download for things that they need to know before they purchase a home. You could say 10 things you need to know before you sell your house, and have that as an available option for someone to choose when they click on your information. I actually show my students in my course how to do this. Now, this is what I consider to be basic internet marketing 101. Most real estate agents are not taught basic internet marketing. And so the idea that you have to post all the time is false. I'll give you another example. I have not posted on TikTok probably for almost 3 weeks now. I'm not boasting about that. I'm not trying to puff up my chest and tell you that I haven't posted on TikTok, but I am the busiest that I have been in a long while. And that is because my content is still working for me on social media. So when I started this video off and I was trying to explain to you that you don't have to post as often as you think, it's because you don't have any processes in place to gather leads daily, weekly, and monthly while you're sleeping, while you're out living your life. I look down at my phone all the time and I see a new lead. Most real estate agents don't know how to set up a capture page. They don't know how to deliver free information to people so that, for example, if you go on vacation, your lead bucket should not dry up because you're not posting a post that day. And I hope this makes sense because it's something I'm extremely passionate about, because I know most of the real estate agents that come to me, they don't know anything about any of this. And I'm not trying to down anyone, but when you leave real estate school, the only thing that you pretty much know is how to be scared of getting sued and how to fill out the blanks on a contract. You don't know anything about online marketing. And the beauty of online marketing, or what I think most real estate agents are missing, is the fact that if you have this stuff set up in the background, it can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So to put this into perspective for the number of leads that I have gathered online, at the time of this recording, I have gathered approximately 2,000 leads for free from the internet. Now, I don't know when those leads will pop or when they will mature, but I have a system in place that allows me to gather leads. So for example, the reason why I can go weeks without posting is because my content is always working for me. It's not based upon me having to post today. Someone looks on my content and says, oh, I want to book with her. Again, if you think about real estate and the way that most transactions are, no one is going to see your content today. Think of my content like this. It's like dropping a pebble into water and then the waves or the ripples go out. The reason that I don't post all day, every day, nor do I have to, is because those waves are still flowing. They're still going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Most agents, they drop the pebble and it goes right down to the bottom and there is no wave because they don't have anything set up to capture their future leads. So there was a lady, she just recently contacted me and she said her auntie said she should reach out to me. And I asked her, I said, well, how far along are you? Like, when will you be wanting to move? And I believe she told me August. So at the time of this recording, it's February. I told her, I said, honey child, August is a long way out. I am not going to be giving you details or apartment specials on apartments that are in August because I don't know what those specials will be. I don't know what the pricing will be. So I told her, in the meantime, go ahead and subscribe to my apartment search tool. Go ahead and do that. And so when August comes around, then you'll be ready to go ahead and reach out to me. When someone clicks on my apartment search tool, they're added to my newsletter. And that sends out an email to them once a week about apartment specials. And at the bottom of the information, I remind them that when you're 60 days away, go ahead and schedule an appointment with me. This is something that I have set up and that I teach my students in my course. I am not on social media, or nor do I want to be on social media 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I have systems in place that gently remind people that when they're ready, they should reach out to me. So when I said earlier, I have generated approximately 2,000 leads from social media for free, a lot of people would freak. They'd be like, 2,000 leads? Because what they're thinking about is the daily appointments. They're like, you have 2,000 appointments. And no, that's not what I'm saying. I have 3 to 5 people that I'm working with on any given week who are trying to move into an apartment. Those 2,000 leads, that bank of leads, I don't know where they are in the process. They could be at the very beginning. They could be at the very end. I had someone the other day, they subscribed to use my apartment search tool. 30 minutes after they subscribed to use my apartment search tool, I saw their calendar appointment pop up. There's nothing saying that you can't post daily, but I'm telling you, I'm not posting daily. Again, sometimes I go weeks without posting. And there's the reason why. It's because I have the luxury of doing that. Who's going to take action on my content today? It's like, to me, that's crazy. It's like you literally have to stay on that hamster wheel and you can never get off. The reason why you can't get off the hamster wheel, the reason why you feel like you have to post daily is because you're thinking with the idea of, if someone sees this post today, that is going to make them go ahead and take an action. What I want for real estate agents is I want them to feel empowered and to know that their content is working for them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But the bottleneck or the breakdown comes when someone comes to your content and the only thing that they can do, for example, at 2 o'clock in the morning is sit there and decide, am I going to text them? Am I going to write down that I need to call them in the morning? Again, traditional real estate is not the type of thing where someone is going to take an action necessarily that day. And if you think about the internet as being like one giant, what I would say, pool of people trying to grab people's attention, you have this tiny little business card. And with that business card, you are expecting someone to give you a call that day. Not only do most real estate agents not know how to have systems in place to gather future leads, the other part of it that I'm trying to convey is specificity. I've said this so many times, and I know people are probably sick of hearing it. But the specificity part is also something that I teach to my students. So what do I mean by that? If you get online and you have billions of people online and you're standing there on your virtual corner and you say, if you have any type of real estate need, please go ahead and contact me. What are the chances that someone's going to come across that content and know what you mean by real estate need? Now, a lot of folks think, well, obviously real estate is real estate, but there are so many different sides of real estate. You're not going to stand out if you are one of 3 million saying, if you have a real estate need, please contact me. The reason I said 3 million is because I think there's 3 million licensed real estate agents in the US. So imagine that. Nobody is saying that, you're not funny and beautiful and all that kind of stuff and you're going to stand out because of that. But typically, people will see a static photo of a real estate agent. They put up their phone icon and they're posing, or they're doing the, they're doing the folded arms thing every real estate agent and insurance agent does the folded arm thing. I'm making fun of it, but then I'm kind of not, because I understand there are people out there, every 90 days they're taking a new glamour shot photo. And instead of spending money on glamour shots, why don't you spend money on your education? Why don't you spend money on learning internet marketing? So I feel sometimes like I get on a soapbox, but I'm super passionate about this, is because 98% of the real estate agents that I come across fall into some of these categories. I think I've said a lot in this video at this point, but overall, you do not have to post as often as you might think if you have the correct systems in place. And again, if you want to reach out to me for one-on-one coaching, you can go to biancaroberts.com/coaching. I am taking new coaching clients. All right, I'll see you next time.